Alright. Welcome, everybody,
Nice.
to the DOD-Cast. This is episode 100.
Mm-hmm.
We did it. We're here. You booked this really early.
I did.
When did I text you? Like, maybe 2 months ago? 3 months ago?
I thought I came up with the idea a little bit ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
So, you were like,
Needed it.
you're like, what episode is it right now, son? And I was like, 85. And you're like, nah, I'll do 100.
You got some time, boy.
Yeah, so time came by.
You were asking me for like 85, 86, and I was like, nah, I want the big, the big one.
So, like, honestly, I know what you do for work. Like, obviously, like, I understand like, the concept.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do on, like, a day-to-day basis?
So,
If it even works like
it
that.
It varies. It definitely varies, but, I mean, I guess I just build houses, but it's got to be broken down more than that. It's frame to finish, so basically, literally anything you can think of, like this whole building,
You could
every staff.
Yeah.
So
Everything.
yeah, I mean, lately I've been doing just a lot of framing, like renovations. Like we'll bust open a wall of someone's house and just build off of it, and then.
That's sick. Like
Just
extensions and stuff.
Yeah, we'll extend the make a new kitchen, bedroom, whatever. That's what I've been doing for the last like few months now.
I feel like of all of my time knowing you, like obviously since like, babies, I'm like
Children.
Since we were children, I'm like so like I always wondered like why is that the route you went? Because like I feel like I've never really talked to you about it.
I don't know. I feel like it started off when I was blasting out Legos.
Legos and building blocks, honestly. Really?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just was like always as a kid saying like, oh, I want to be a builder, like this and that. Like Uncle Bob was a builder. Like I always would go and see my mom at work and like just like see crazy stuff and like I don't know. I think it was just always in my head or. Maybe it's in our family blood. I know we have a lot of cousins that are carpenters, so.
we do actually.
None that we're like close to, than our uncle, but I think it might have just been meant to be.
It was meant to be. Do you think?
I don't know. I actually the way it came about is I was golfing, me and Billy.
Okay, yeah.
We met this guy who was like looking for workers, and like at the time I was doing landscaping, working for Joyce, like one of the bigger companies on Cape, and the guy was just like, yeah, I need some framing, like I need some workers, laborers, whatever, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm down to like learn something.
Yeah.
And I was only 20, I think I was only 20, I was 20 or 21 maybe at the time. So I was like, whatever, yeah, that'd be cool. And actually, no, I wasn't landscaping at the time. I wanted to I was doing the house in Sean's house.
Oh, right, yes.
That was before I moved on to that.
Yes.
So I was working with that other dude for like doing shingling or whatever, which was cool, but I didn't really know how to do much at that time. It was barely anything. I was more like just handing them tools and like helping them rip the shingles off and just do like the bitch work. But,
being hands, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
but because that dude was... That dude more needed like me to pick him up, like, drop him off, than I had to do work.
Right,
Dude had like his 5 DUIs. Like,
yeah.
I don't even remember that guy. If I were to see him right now, he would have no idea who I am. That's a fact. But I went from that guy to meeting this guy, and me and Billy said, screw it, like let's just start working with this guy, and he ended up being terrible. But I stuck with him for about a year and like a half. And I learned the basics, and he did everything. He did frame to finish. So like we were there for every step of everything.
That's good.
And then we had like a group of, I think they were Guatemalan people. I
think they were.
I swear I think they were. And they came in and did the roofs for us, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And there was like, this is how it goes. It's Guatemalans. They love to do the roofs, and that's fact. It's not like I'm not being racist or nothing.
They just love to do
That's just what it is. And or Brazilians. And for that job, I did the frame, decks, everything, and then a group of these like 50 to 60-year-old white guys, like older.
Yeah.
Would just come in with drywall. Huge sheets, just like carrying 3 at a time. Like, move! Like, yeah. Tell me, hey, bro. If you get in their way, they get mad too. Even though, like, I built the whole house, did every step of the house.
Yeah.
This guy would act like he did everything. Like, walking in there,
he's
telling me, get out of the way. Yeah. Which is, like, what makes the house kind of all come together in a way. But, anyways. Yeah, I met the guy on a golf course, and I just happened to do that for about a year. Went on to another guy for about a year, and then another guy for like a year and a half, and then Billy. And then Billy, because Billy ended up getting his license or whatever, so I ended up working with Billy. And I went from doing like medium-sized, bigger houses, frame to finish, to like mansions on the beach, like $10 million. $10 million plus, like all on the ocean, like just massive houses. And I didn't do any of the finish work there, though. That was the thing, which is what I liked the most, because like that's where the big money is.
So what's like the finish work? What's that like?
Finish work is everything. So framework would be considered the frame of the house, just the bare wood structure.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have trim after that.
Okay.
Which is, like around the whole edges, all the white corners, like all the plastic that goes, or wood, whatever you want, around your corners of your house. And then you do windows, and then you trim those, and then finish work would be considered everything on the inside after that. Like all the drywall, and then all the interior trim, and like all the trim that goes around the top, like crown molding and all that stuff, and like baseboard that goes along the bottom. That's what I like to do, but I mean that's not what I always get, just because that's not who I'm working for right now is people that do that. But plus, I would like to be doing more finish work because like it's just way more money.
Is it?
Way more.
What's like the difference?
Doesn't even like you could like do a bathroom because that's all finished. Like do tiles and stuff like that and make a quick like $50,000. Like it's nothing. And then like framing a whole house is like you could make like $200,000 for framing an entire building. Like it's like.
So what would you want to do then? Like what would be like the perfect job for you?
So
business for you to run.
I definitely like doing the framework, but it's definitely like there's so many people that can just do that. That's like not really like anyone can just frame.
Yeah.
Well, not really anyone can frame, but
like anyone that's
like
doing
anyone
in that space
can just be like, all right, that's the basics of the basics. And I don't know. I feel like for the price, I think like building out like decks, like stuff like that, cause like you can make tens of thousands of dollars in like 3 days, 4 days building a deck.
Making a nice deck.
Like making a nice deck, and I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I love doing decks because they're very easy, but I love doing every step of the way. Honestly, besides
so why do you like it? Do you think? Do you have any like reason why?
I don't know. Something about hand building. Just
you think it's in the building?
You're literally grabbing a piece of raw material, cutting it, like putting it together, like screwing it together, whatever you gotta do, and just building this dope thing at the end. It's just very satisfying.
So you
after like 2 months, you look at this giant structure that you just sweated over for months on end.
So it's like for you, it's kind of like you look at it almost like cooks. Like look at cooking. It's like you take all these random things and like they're not good to get them, or just random.
Some people that just like absolutely don't even have words. I just like, how do you even know? Like, bro, the lady that I was just building for, like this was like 3 days ago. She was like, yeah, so the roof, do we have to put the shingles on it, or do I have to put rubber on it? And this is the difference. You do that because if a roof is like a certain pitch, like if it's low pitch, you can't put like regular shingles. You have to put rubber because then the water will seep in or whatever. So the person was telling, like the engineer or the architect was telling the lady that she has to put rubber, and she was like, I don't get it. Like, why do I have to put rubber on it? And I was like, because your roof is pitched at like a 2 pitch, which is really, really shallow.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but it's like, it's close enough to where it's not. And I was like, no, it's not, lady. Like, she was like, how do you know? I was like, because I built it. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's like 2 degrees. I was like, a 2 pitch is like 15 degrees or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she was like, how do you know what degree it is? And I look at the 2 guys I work with, and then I look at her husband. He's like, he just does his face. And I was like, because I built it?
Because I fucking built it.
She was like, oh.
Yeah. It's just, that's probably the biggest struggle.
They just don't, some people just like, I don't know, it's hard to, like, when I would look at something that was built like 5 years ago, because even I didn't really know much about that 5 years ago.
It's a big learning curve.
I would look at something and be like, oh my god, there's no way I would ever be able to do that. But now that I know the basics and now that I've done it for years now, I could be like, alright, that's easily done. And like one of my friends would be like, I still don't know how that's even possible. Like, so it's like, I don't know. That's like why I kind of like it so much, is because I feel like it just takes some skill to get that.
Do you feel like you're like solving like a puzzle almost in like a way? It's like,
no, definitely. I've always been like that though. Like,
so this is what I was gonna say. This is what without talking, this is like what my reasoning is for you being like in this type of work. You've always, like, when we played video games for kids, or like when we ever did anything, it's like it was very like meticulous, and it was like everything was to completion. We did not leave no scraps.
Not a single coin.
Not a single coin was left nowhere, and under any bush. Like, everything was checked. We went into every room. There were no side missions. They were all missions, and they all needed to be completed. Every star needed to be collected in Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm big on checklists.
100% completion was like always like your thing. Like, we need to finish this to the max. And I feel like with construction, when like it goes down to like a matter of like nails, you know, like just the very minor things that, like, you know, it's like, oh, we could let that slide, right? No, it's like you want to just do everything to the max.
I mean, if I want to do anything, it's gonna be right. That's
right. If it takes longer, it takes longer.
It does. I mean, I get paid by the hour, so it doesn't matter.
Don't matter for you, bro. So do you ever like just go by like some of the old places that you've done and just be like, dang,
yeah,
that looks pretty good.
I do all the time.
Yeah, I bet.
If I'm like hanging out with one of my boys or like a chick or something, I'll like go bring them there and I'll be like, yo, see that right there? Like,
about that.
Like that one.
That was me, son. Yeah.
There's been some like, cause like, especially since like, it's more like, not even the house, like I've built some pretty dope looking houses. Yeah. But like, it's more like the location. For like the price, like why they're so expensive. Like, one of my first houses I built was literally a square, just a cube on stilts. It was on these like 10 or 15 foot tall stilts, like bang, 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 and just a square building. And it was so ugly, Doc. Like every house on that road had like they were like little beach cottages, like dope,
like cool,
all on the ocean. Like it was a sick private little road, and then the very last house, we just built this massive like square on top of these things. Everyone on the road was pissed because number one, it was ugly. Yeah. And number two, it blocked all of them from being able to see the ocean.
Right. And so with the city let that happen?
Yeah. You step right off the front door and you're on sand.
Wow.
It's nice. It was right on
cool,
but it was ugly. Real ugly.
Yeah, that was the first one you did.
It was the first one. It was right when I started working for that guy. Don. Yeah. His name was Don. The Don. He was a scary dude. I think, honestly...
He was a scary dude.
Yeah, honestly, I think the reason why I got good fast is because I've worked for people that are scary.
Yeah, what do you mean scary?
They will snap over nothing. Like, and if you get something wrong, like, you don't want to get anything wrong. So, like, I was just, like... I feel like I taught myself very... very quickly to make sure I double check everything I do.
Yeah. Did you ever make
anything wrong? Oh, I made.
What's the biggest mistake you made?
There was a time where so for my second boss, who I worked for about almost 2 years, who was way more advanced than my first boss. Like this homie's down here and this guy's up here. Like,
yeah.
Not even close. Like, but the difference between my bosses was my first boss was like 65, and this guy was 40. He was working with us.
Oh wow.
The first guy wasn't working with us. He was just there, like.
The head Andy's. Yeah.
He would hop up there, like he didn't have a tool belt or anything, but he would like hop right up there and be like, "Give me that." But no, that dude sucked. Like, you asked Billy about him. He's terrible.
Yeah.
I saw him once grab a saw. Like, so there's a table saw. It was my first week working for this guy. There's a table saw. Is this square thing that has a blade that comes right the middle. And you push your stock through it and like cut it in half.
Yeah.
And this guy, he like he had me on the other side of it to like catch whatever he was putting through.
Yeah.
And this guy like starts to adjust the blade and it wouldn't go up. He was like, "What the?" He grabbed the side of the thing and did a spin and just threw it into the front lawn. Bro, they're like 80 pounds. These things, they're heavy. And you gotta pick them up with 2 hands. And he threw it like it was weightless.
Oh wow.
I was like, from then on, I was like, oh my god, I can't do anything wrong with this guy. Or else he is freaking out. Dude was a mental case.
That's crazy. 80 pounds.
He listened to like early 2000 like girl music.
What? Like
Do you know,
TLC?
like I'm trying to think of a good song that he would listen to.
It's like a Waterfalls guy.
Yeah, like literally.
He's like,
yeah, bro, literally, yeah, that. But I wish I had a picture.
Like
of
Destiny's Child, shit like that.
Yeah, like he likes that weird shit. But
that's so strange.
But he would just, bro. One day I remember him pulling up to the job site. He's driving an Audi, like one of those mid-sized ones.
Yeah.
It was pouring, raining, and I'm inside. We're doing like some trim or something inside, and we would always have a lookout for this guy because like we would just be like messing around sometimes, doing whatever, and we'd be like, "Oh, Don's coming, Don's coming," and
there's the Don.
And I looked one time, I saw him standing in his car like this, blasting dog on full blast, like some crazy girl song like that.
You don't know what
like,
song?
I could hear it from the house. It was like way far, and he was just sitting there. Rain is just pouring down on the car. And he's sitting there not doing anything, Dad. I was like, oh my god, this dude. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
There's some characters. I met some crazy people in this work.
Well, it's a mixed bag, you know. There's kids like you.
They're like 90% crackheads, though, which is the problem.
Yeah.
Because like every dude I've worked with has had a drug problem. Besides Billy.
Well, because it's something that you can like go to, you know, like. You can learn
that's
that.
The one. Honestly, that's the one negative thing about it.
What the hell is
for
happening?
me? I think it's this.
Is it that?
I think that's the one negative thing about it.
Is it just like the people?
It's the fact that every person that you go to, like if I work for a company and I show up at a house to do something, like that old lady that was telling me how do I know how to do it. I think she assumes that I'm like a crackhead. Because everyone else that does that is a crackhead. Yeah. Not really, but like...
Well, there's a lot.
There's a lot of people that either were like just drunken idiots or like they just were smoking crack, like whatever it is. Every person that I have come across, and I've come across at least like 25 people in this, like that I've worked side by side with, and all of them are either selling drugs, doing drugs, or just like not ever in a good place.
Mentally, yeah.
And... I think that's why they like me so much because I'm not like that.
Yeah,
they saw me as like a gem.
I'm a gem. This is a hidden gem. Yeah, it's a diamond in the rough.
Because the guy that I met on the golf course like last week, he was telling me because he also does carpentry. Very normal guy, and I was like, wow, really, you do carpentry? And he was like, yeah. And he's like, I send my guys out. And I was like, oh, of course, you're the one running it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he was like, it's honestly absurd to me that you're so young and you do this. He's like, I wouldn't expect someone like you to be doing this. And I was like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but...
So do you think that, like, there's opportunity for you to, like, manage stuff like this then? Because, like, you have a good understanding of it, but you also have, like, the skills people-wise.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind not doing this, just like having other people do it for me.
Yeah.
once I know every step of the way, you know, got the business down. And it's more like finding, the hardest part about it is finding a lot of work that's like, if you want to be successful in like running a business like that, you have to have over like a year of work already lined up at all times.
Right.
You can't be running low, especially if you have you need a crew of like 5+ guys if you want to not do any work.
Yeah, and that's also what you were saying in the house earlier. Like you might have like you just finished up a job, and then you got like a little 2-week gap before like your next job.
Yeah,
and that can happen.
That can happen. Like last winter, I didn't really have that much work, and that was because it didn't line up that well. Like I just ended up doing different things with Billy and this and that. But it's not no one's fault. It's nobody's fault that happens. It's just there was no one around that needed work.
Yeah.
Which is tough, but I think that's just the fact that I live on Cape Cod, and half the people aren't even there.
Yeah, if you were more in like a city area, like you'd have a lot.
Summertime is like it's too much work.
Yeah,
so like you almost have to like save your money from summertime just in case something.
Comes
you don't
up.
Get your money.
It doesn't come
in the
up.
winter, but.
So what do you do
that's
with
why
your?
You figure out side hustles.
With like your free time, I was gonna say like side hustles, free time. Like, what do you do with that?
Just golf.
The boy golfs. Do a lot of golf.
That's it.
I feel like you like go to like nature though. Like you kind of like you'll just like go like the other day you sent me like a Snapchat. You were just like on a beach with Rudy.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
yeah.
It's right next to my house.
Yeah, you just travel around. You just run around. Just find places to be. Cool sights.
I mean, there's a lot around me. I know that, but it's mostly just work, and then straight to either golfing, or just going home and doing nothing.
Nothing. Finding music.
As of right now, in the summertime, is golf. But in the winter, I think that's when I start playing video games.
Yeah, that's
when the video games kind of come out of me.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Like, I haven't played video games in over a week, or 2 weeks, like, as of now. Like, even just turning it on.
Yeah.
And, like, before I would be playing video games every day, I would get home, I'd just turn it on and just be sitting there. I'd play if I don't have anyone to hang out with, then I'm going to, like, either just watch TV or play video games or whatever, but...
Yeah, I wonder, with, like, people our age, like, we grew up playing video games. Like, I don't know if, like, because, like, obviously, like, our parents didn't, like, play video games like that. So, like, they don't play them as adults. But I wonder, like, when I get older, like, am I going to, like, be playing video games when I'm, like, 50? Like, because, like, why not? Like, I mean,
I hope not. But also, I also do hope because.
But, like, why not?
It's probably going to be something sick.
Yeah, like, something really dope.
Like,
dude,
nothing
games
that
are
we
here.
even know about.
Yeah, like, you could, like, just...
It's going to be like me and you right now.
Yeah.
I feel like.
That's what the game will feel like.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the VR and like have a podcast with my boy. Like I'm gonna be on Joe Rogan podcast. Like
that'd be sick. If they like a video game, you could be on the Joe Rogan experience. That'd be dope. They could probably do it.
I just can't imagine. Honestly, it's too hard to even
go that far ahead.
Think about. Because it's like right now we're only getting to virtual reality. It's like I mean, I don't even know.
You don't strike me as a virtual reality guy.
No, like I wouldn't play that.
What the fuck is going on? Is it really that thing?
It's the cord.
It's the cord.
That's just having like something over me, like not being able to see what's going on around me is just not ideal, I think.
Right.
But then again, like that movie that came out that time, what is that?
Ready Player One.
That movie with the VR where they live in a whole other world. That whole movie was just like chilling, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You didn't have to like move.
Yeah, but the world was like dystopian around him. It was like scary.
He could like run in the
game.
Yeah, like do whatever you want in the game. Like if it came to that, then maybe I'd start blasting out VR. But,
yeah.
Because honestly, I don't know if I want that to happen.
I know.
Because like, you saw not that movie's like accurate whatsoever, but that movie was like the people in it were like all living in like scrap metal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like what would happen.
Seems like I build houses. What would I do? How would I make money? If everyone's living in scrap.
I know how to do the basics, Doc.
I can build a house. Like, come on.
If I get stranded in the woods, you know I'm gonna survive.
Would you think?
No.
No, not
Absolutely
quite.
not.
So how much have you been golfing?
Yeah, like back in February.
But like how much?
Like
on a weekly
during
basis?
that time.
Average week.
Well, from that time, I would get out as much as I could. Any day, every weekend, I would try to play. If it was over like 40 degrees, 35 degrees,
Wow.
which it was a lot of the time.
Yeah, it was.
And then after that, like right now, during the weather now, since it's like been nice, I try to go out at least twice a week, 3 times a week. I keep my clubs in my back seat at all times with a change of clothes.
Do you go out with just friends? Or do you go?
I go by myself.
How frequently are you by yourself?
Almost every time.
You just go golf.
I go golf, but right after work. Well, all my friends live in Falmouth, and I work in Dennis, so that's like from Falmouth to Dennis is like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So all my boys live in Falmouth, and then Yarmouth is like 10 minutes away from Dennis. So I drive 10 minutes to the golf course. No one wants to drive the 35, 40 minutes to play golf with me. So I got my membership, and it's mad cheap, so.
You've been using it up?
I've been using it up. I already got my money's worth in like 2 weeks.
What's your handicap right now, do you know?
Probably like 6.
6. I was going to say, I'm
5
gonna
or
guess
6.
6. I'm like 18,
Like a
so
5.
I'm still a terrible golfer. I'm working on it, though.
The guy that I met was like, he was like, I'm looking for some younger guys to play with. And I was like, what?
What are you talking about? What happened?
I go, where's this going now? And he was like, the tournaments. He's like, I need some like, it's all older guys. He's like, what's your handicap? Like 4 or 5? And I was like, probably like a 6 or a 7. And then he was like, I don't think so. He's like, I think it's probably like 4 or 5. And I was like, all right, whatever. And then he was like, I'm like a +2, +3. And I'm like, okay, so that's good. I was like, I'll be your partner then. Like, you win me some rounds.
Yeah.
And I played with him twice now. Just randomly. I've gone to the golf
Where
course.
did you see
he's
this
just
guy?
been there.
You just saw him there?
Yeah, so 2 days ago.
Your life is so unique.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
Yo, listen to this. I'm going to tell you actually what last week I went and played. I met this dude. I get to the course at around 4:30, 5 o'clock after I get out of work.
Yeah.
So it's like dying down. The pro shop's like just about to close. So like every time I walk in there, the lady's like, I already shut the system down. Like, and I'm always like, bro, why didn't I even get a membership? Because like, every time I've been here, I haven't had to pay or do any transaction.
Yeah, right.
Even as a member, like, whatever. And I get there, the first day, whatever, I think, actually, maybe this might have been the end of last week, but this guy is standing on the tee box, so I was like, all right, I'm going to wait on the putting green, Bayberry, the putting green, the first tee.
Tee is right there.
And I'm on the putting green, putting around, and I was like, all right, I'll just wait for this guy to hit. And then I see on the green that there's like a group of like 3 guys, so I was like, damn, I'm going to be stuck here waiting for this guy for a while. I was like, maybe I'll just go to the back. And then there was like mad people on the back. I saw them pulling up to the tee box, so I was like screwed. I was like, damn, should I just go home right now? I just make it a practice day. And then all of a sudden I see another guy walking down to the tee box, and I was like, damn, I gotta make my decision right now. Like,
Yeah.
Either I go out now or I go home, go whatever. And the guy comes up to me. I had my headphones on, and he was like, yo, man, like, you waiting in line? And I was like, it was very clear. Like, when I saw him coming, I, like, just turned away and started looking at the tee box and was standing there like this.
Yeah.
And then he comes up to me. He's like, yo, you waiting? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, can I just join you? He's like, I won't bother you. Because he saw I had the headphones. And then I was like, yeah, man, no worries. Let's go play. And then so... This is how you meet people. So like,
this is
the only way I'm meeting people. Because I don't go out. Like, I don't go to bars or nothing. Like, I don't do that. I really don't ever. And well, I do, but
that's right.
It's not really.
Around.
It's not really. Not often. Plus, it's just like the cave is just kind of lame sometimes. But anyways, this guy comes down and we start walking down the tee box, and the guy on the tee box was like, "Yo, just join me." Like. We'll just make it a threesome. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I took my headphones off. I was like, damn it. Like, I kind of wanted to dive in right now.
Yeah,
Some tunes, like, just, like, vibe out. And the guy was like, yeah, he was like, what's going on? Like, we shook hands, this and that. And both of them were like, all right. They're like, I was playing better than both of them throughout the time, but the guy, all of a sudden, like, on, like, the third hole was, like, putting, and I was, like, kind of behind him reading my putt, and I saw his putter. I was like, damn, that's a crazy putter. Like, what even is that? It was, like, some sick, like, ill-looking putter, and I was like, oh, my God. And
oh, my God.
oh, God. Good God. Anyways, the guy was, I go, yo, what is that? Where did you get that? He goes, yo, I don't know if I told you this. I know. He's like, I don't know if you heard me talking to him, but I make clubs. And I was like, what? He's like, I milled putters. I was like, bro, how do you even get into that? He's like, this is my second year playing golf.
What?
And I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? I was like, how do you even get into this? Like, what's going on? And he was like, yo, follow me on Instagram, this and that. Like, go
you
look
got
at my
Instagram?
Yeah, so I go on his Instagram and, like, whatever. He has, like, some cool stuff on there. But I was like, yo, bro, how do you even... He was like, yeah, bro, I'd love to play with you again. Like, he's like, you've been fun playing with. You've taught me some things. Like, he's like, I'm really new to this. And he was actually playing, like, very good. Like,
yeah, for someone that's
very, very good. Hitting every shot straight and stuff. Like, no duffs. Like,
yeah.
Are you sure you've been only 2 years?
He's making some cheating clubs, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you making?
You said earlier, like, you don't really go out and hit the bar as much, like, do that stuff, just whatever.
I don't know. I think it's just because I'm not really a big drinker. So it's like, I'm not as social as the average person. Like, you can do it without drinking to do nothing. Like, you just be the life of a party without being totally sober.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, for me, I mean, I can be.
Yeah, that's the thing,
I can be
though.
easily.
That's what I'm gonna
but
say.
It's just, like, something about, like, all my friends don't want to go there unless they're getting wasted. You know? That's kind of the point of going out. But, like, not from, like, I don't know. It just seems like a waste of time and money, almost.
Yeah,
it is good for memories and that, but, like...
Yeah, the reason why I want to talk to you about it is because my friends, like, if the people that are watching this, like, I'm, like, notorious for, like, taking the night off. Like, when we be at school, kids want to go out every weekend, like, twice a weekend. Mm-hmm. And me, I'm just, like, I was big on, like, I'll give you guys the Friday. I'm staying in on Saturday. Like, that's just my thing. Like, I just want the night, like, you know? Or, like, a weekend.
The rest.
And I feel like that's where probably we're most similar in that sense. But then when we go out, like, it's not like we're like a stick in the mud or like sitting in the corner. It's like we're having a great time. Like,
I'm having a good time always, but I don't know. I feel like back to the point about living on the Cape. I think that the reason why I don't go out is because I have to go so far.
It's another great point, actually.
So I don't really ever want to just go out and have a couple drinks just to drive back home. It's just never worth it for me.
Yeah, let's say you went...
It's just caused me to slowly, gradually be like, hi, maybe I just don't even care about it at all. Like, I don't need to go out. But
do you ever want to, like, move out of the Cape and go, like, somewhere around here, even in Boston? Like,
yeah, I would love to.
Get into the beast?
It's just a matter of the work.
Yeah.
If I had solid work, then yeah, I could live up here. But I don't know. Just things have always been going good lately since I started doing this work. So it's hard. I feel like it'd be a harder situation up here because there's like less bigger projects going on for like a single person. You know, like I could find a whole deck to build on Cape, and I don't know if I could find that right here. Like. Really quickly, you know.
There's a lot of houses, though.
There's a lot more houses.
It's a lot of houses. Someone's bound to do something. Hey, we need roofing. You know, like not that you do roofing, but you know, it just goes to show.
It's just like no, I don't want to do the roofing.
Yeah, maybe you finish the ceiling though. Who knows? Yeah. if we can get you in time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's definitely work everywhere. It's just a matter of.
It's more the network. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like what's your network to build around here?
There's a lot of people up here too. A lot more people.
Mm.
I think actually, but there probably would be a decent amount of work up here.
Just like the thing about the amount of houses, just like within the eyesight of my house right now.
I can feel like I'd probably be honestly all good just in this neighborhood.
Yeah, like you can just hang out in the neighborhood. You walk around, and you can even just be like,
just drive around with my tools in the back.
Yeah, just pull up. You just knock on the door and be like, so your roof looks like shit.
Yeah, honestly, like that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
If you really want it, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And I don't see myself getting to that because I'm not that social. Like, I can't just do that.
See, me, I could do that.
I don't just go up to people, stop them, whatever they're doing, just to talk. Try that to see if they'll say yes or no. Like, it's like, it sounds like I'm being a bitch, but like.
Hey, if you ever want to make that business, I'll do it with you.
Yeah, if you.
I'll do the other stuff.
Like, I could easily be making way more than I do now.
Yeah.
I just don't put in that effort to go to every house and be like, yo, what do you need, this and that. I also don't have time to no time to do that, but no time to do all the work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I do eventually want to go somewhere else, though. Back to the original point.
Would it be like around here? Like, would it be like a suburb, Boston? Would it not even be in the state? Would you want to like bounce out? Like,
yeah,
Maggie?
I wouldn't mind seeing like out west.
Really?
But I don't know if I could live out there. It's
like
just
where
about
out
being
west?
far, because our whole family lives
I
over
know,
here.
it's kind of
Not a
nice.
single person lives anywhere else.
Anywhere
except
beyond
until
New
you
York.
talk about our cousins that live in other countries. But
Right.
But other than that, I don't know. It's just I don't see myself being far from home for a long time.
All right. Well, I think we're good on this section here. Let's get into some things I have written down here. So this segment is it's sponsored by nobody. It's called Questions Without a Reason. So it's just basically just questions that have zero bearings, zero stakes. There's nothing. It's just a question. And I have one that I was what? That I promised that I'd asked you a long time ago.
Okay.
You're standing 10 feet away from a pit bull. And what happens if they unleash that thing?
So I've put some thought into this question. So
Medium-sized pit bull, average-sized pit bull.
it's going down.
Like a good pit bull.
It's easily going down.
Well, easily is a crazy way to put it, though.
Easily going down. If it's bigger than me, then maybe not.
What do you mean bigger than you?
That's the only
Can they
thing.
get that much bigger than you? Actually, yeah, the Hulk ones, the really big ones.
Well, yeah.
But like, what if it's Like,
if
what
it's
size?
the ones with like muscles on top of muscles, then absolutely not.
That's what I so that's
Like
that's,
that one I sent you in the car.
That one's vicious.
Like the guy was like, "No, I got no change, sir. Don't reach in the car, sir." And the thing's like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah,
like, nah,
yeah.
I would never come across that.
But that's what that's almost like what I envision when I think of a pit bull. You know what I mean? Like they're all kind of scary in a way.
Like this, all done.
Yeah,
All done. That's the first picture of a pit bull when I look it up.
I think you get that one too. But what would be the damage?
It bites my leg, and it's in a quick knee or like a quick just snap in the neck. It's all done.
Do you really think you'd snap and snack like? That one's.
I would never do that to an animal. I would never do
You
that
love
to a dog.
animals.
I
You
love
have
dogs more than humans.
That's true. I can.
But
I can
I just
you would snap that thing's neck.
if it was me or the dog, it would be the dog.
100% of the time. Realistically, it's just logic.
If it's cause I did some research on this because you got me mad.
Yeah.
You got me really thinking hard on this subject. So, and then I saw that other podcast you did with your friend.
Yeah.
And it made me think hard. And then I saw this video of like these scientists talking about situation like that.
Yeah.
Did I send it to you?
Scientists. I don't think you did. Actually.
It was like
Maybe you did.
the what goes on in your body when you go into it's like a fight or flight mode.
Interesting.
And like all these stimulants or whatever goes through your body, and you get like all this adrenaline and it forces your certain muscles to like extract and detract and go down like whatever, and it makes your vision like go way up. You're like and like your bloodstream goes way higher. Like it's like some crazy stuff happens to you, and we've never experienced that. I mean, I don't know if you have.
No, I haven't. I have not.
If you've ever been attacked by.
I've never been attacked by a vicious wild animal.
But I know your body does some crazy stuff when you're in a mode like that, and I think that I don't know what I would do. I almost need it to happen.
You're not asking for it to happen, but You need it to have it. You're gonna grab it.
I'd kick it
And
in the
that's
face
snack.
first. That's the first thing. That's the only thing
kick?
you can do.
Yeah, you have to kick.
Immediate kick at an animal.
See,
lower than your waist, you have to kick it.
Problem is my friend
have any
Jay.
shot.
I don't think he's got like kicking moves, like in his bag.
I do a roundhouse.
Do you got a roundhouse? Yeah, roundhouse is pretty high. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're not fighters. Like, we don't know what we're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just nervous that it would like come at me so viciously fast.
Yeah, no.
That it would just grab me by like a very vulnerable spot, like my nuts. Or something.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna get to next. If it grabs me in the neck, or my face, or down there,
You know what I mean?
then I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, right.
But like, I'm hoping it grabs me in the arm or leg, because that's the only shot.
All right, let's say this: out of 10 times, or 100 times. Let's make it wider. Out of 100 times, how many times
If
do
I'm
you
battling a pit bull 100 times,
To death.
average pit bull today,
average pit bull?
80 times,
80 times, but those 20 times it might get you.
it might nip me in a bad spot where I can't or it gets on top of me or something.
When I posted those videos, people were commenting, like, random people. I actually did really well in that video on TikTok. People were commenting,
just
like,
crazy question.
they're like, you'd never know, like, you don't even know. And I'm like, and I was like, oh. And like, so, and they were putting me on to the idea that we'd win more than half the time.
I've had that conversation with the guys I work with, and the guy was like, I owned a pit bull, you would never. And I was like, oh,
I was like, well, you're a crack.
I was like, yeah, well, yeah.
You're Guatemalan. It's like, you're doing the roof.
You're
Just do the
Guatemalan on drugs.
roof. So there's something.
Your opinion is irrelevant.
So yeah, I get that. So I think we can agree on that answer. Finally.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
I think the human is stronger than a pit bull, the average pit bull for sure. I think that the average human is stronger than the average dog for sure. So I think it's kind of a yes. I
think you've moved down a little from your initial stance of like,
I originally said no matter what, I'm gonna snap its neck and it'll be dead.
And me was like, you're gonna die every time.
If it was muscular,
So we've moved.
If it was muscular, it would be totally different because it wouldn't even feel nothing. If I started punching, it would just start biting harder.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think I'm down
if
with
it was
average
Rudy,
people 80 out of 10.
Rudy would have no shot.
Rudy, you're putting down.
Rudy, I'm putting down.
Rudy, but no cap. When I went out there, I went like this to Rudy and he started attacking me. I was like, shit. Like,
it
what
depends
on
who you are. Like, honestly, like, if it was like the average woman, I feel like they would lose more than half the time.
Probably
more than 90% of the time. Probably.
Yeah.
Because like, I feel like there's just different things with different people.
Yeah.
It's hard to really say. But if we're talking about strictly me, then it's going down.
All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do another question. This one's crazy. This one, I thought of this last night for no reason. This is when I texted you. I was like, I need ideas. This was the genius idea that came up when I texted you. Ready? How long, in hours, days, whatever, how long would it take you to find and shake the hand of 3 Filipino people?
So I'm trying to go as fast as I can, correct?
Pretty fast.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can, or am I just giving you, like, if I were to take my time, just go the nearest?
I'd say...
Because initially, right when you said that, Filipino, or, like, to shake hands, I'm immediately going to, like, Home Depot or something. And I'm just gonna...
You Filipino?
I'm just gonna be, like, Guatemalan, Brazilian, Mexican. Like,
from Filipino.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There you go. There's one. Where's your family's house?
Yeah,
like, bring me home to you.
I'd be like, there's probably 6 of them.
Yeah, it's like all together. Yeah.
Together.
There's a Home Depot around here. So, like, you can use all your resources. I'm not going to say you're blitzing to it. Like, you're not running red lights and shit. Like, you're just doing it. It's like it's the thing you're doing right now. You know? Like, you don't do anything that's too fast.
What do Filipino people, like, do for fun?
I don't know.
Is there, like, a stereotypical thing that they do? Like, I don't even know.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know at all. My friend's Filipino. Maybe, like, jujitsu? Like, do they, like, do, like, taekwondo or some shit? You know, my friend's Filipino, but I don't really know what he does. Like,
yeah,
they're Islanders.
That's what it would come down to, is what do they do for
because you could
hobby?
Google. You could use Google in this scenario. You know, you could, like, just look up Filipinos near me.
I would just go to, a Filipino restaurant, if that's even a thing.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of like it's a niche type of Asian. You know, like, it's not like, I didn't just say Chinese. Chinese guy, I could do that in 25 minutes. But it's specifically, dude, I can.
What makes you think that? I think that'd be harder.
Chinese? Dude, I could find from here, I could find 3 Chinese people, 15 minutes. I could
Where would you go? The store? The mall?
The Chinese restaurants. There's like 30 just in the city. So how long do you think?
30 minutes.
You think it would take
35, 40 minutes maybe.
Really?
If I go to Home Depot, however long the Home Depot. Actually, because then again, I don't know.
Like,
I haven't met any Filipinos in my.
I don't know if they do construction.
My line of work.
There's not that many of them. Like they're around. I mean, there
I'm
is.
just being racist then.
Maybe. I just hit a Home Depot. You'd be looking around there for 8 hours. Like, where's the Filipinos?
Why did I come here? There's some Brazilians in here.
I'm wasting time. Like, it's like I've shooken 800 Brazilian guys' hands right now, and then I've seen Mike O.D. twice.
Yeah,
that's it.
that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I could do it within the hour.
You don't have to do an hour. You can do it as long as you want.
Yeah, that's honestly, I know too little about what they do.
I don't have the resources to do this.
They could do just the same thing I do. So, I'm not finding them on the golf course. I know that.
No, not on the golf
come
course.
across any of them.
No.
I haven't played with a random Filipino.
I
don't even think I know any.
You don't know any Filipinos? I know a Filipino, maybe 2. But I feel like me first thing I do is text.
It's a tight region.
It is. It's a small island. It's an island, you know.
Yeah,
and then to come all the way here, like, straight up just be Filipino openly. It's probably Filipinos we don't know.
That's something you gotta hide.
You better.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. I love it.
Huh.
I love it.
They love it. I know they do.
What's your final guesstimate?
I could find.
If I
find one, I'm finding numerous.
Yeah, that's the thing. So how fast can you find one?
So it's like, I think I could find one within an hour.
If you were really blitzing.
If I went to like a mall.
Just find Filipinos.
And I just
go up to everyone.
Because Filipinos don't really look like Asian.
They don't look like Chinese,
they
Japanese,
don't look like
Korean.
Chinese or yeah. They don't look Korean or Japanese, Chinese.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a unique look.
Yeah, they have a unique look for sure.
They look more like Cuban than anything.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be coming across more like Puerto Rican people.
Yeah, thinking
like
that
Cuban people.
like Cambodia, stuff like that.
That's a tough question, boy. An hour.
Hour's your answer?
I'm gonna say 1 hour, just because I'll go to the mall and then take some time in there. Maybe get distracted.
Maybe buy some shoes.
Hit Auntie Anne's or pretzel.
It's Spencer's.
Start eating some pretzels while.
Like, what was I doing here? Oh!
You Filipino? No?
Oh, okay. That'd be crazy. So this is celebrities eating foods.
Hopefully you give me one that I'm thinking of.
The game where I throw out a celebrity and then we have to decide what food we see them eating based on just like who they are, I guess. Okay, the first one is Kevin Durant. I have my answers written just in case you say the same thing, and it's not like I'm just making it up. Like I have it here right now. What food?
Kevin Durant.
When you think of Kevin Durant, what food is he eating?
Probably some type of fruit.
What fruit? What fruit?
Actually, maybe not. Maybe not fruit.
Yeah, because you have to get specific. Because like sometimes if you just say like a type of food, then like you can't really see. You have to see him eating it.
Yeah.
What food is he eating?
I'm thinking of him like taking down.
He's 7 feet, you know. He's huge.
Yeah, like if I were to see him eating, it would be like some type of energy bar or something.
Really? You see like
That's the
a
only
Cliff
thing
Bar
I
or something like that?
Just because of him being an athlete. Like I wouldn't randomly think of him eating like mac and cheese or something.
Wait, you're not gonna like my answer then, right? I said buffalo bone-in wings. Come on, Tom Brown. Just look at him like this, dog. Like
mad big.
like can't you see that? He's like.
Yeah, all uncomfortable sitting. His
his
knees are like up
this.
here.
He's like. Does that make sense? Pretty good.
I can't see him getting messy like that.
Not messy though.
That's a messy meal.
It is. It is.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, buffalo bone-in wings.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Want me to keep going? Next one?
Yeah. Very nice.
So what was your answer for that?
Cliff Bar.
Cliff Bar. Tiger Woods. I love my answer for Tiger Woods.
Some salad? Caesar salad or something? Is that what you said?
I said Caesar salad with mad croutons.
Mad croutons.
I just feel like the Caesar salad would just be like covered in croutons.
Dressing.
Just like dressing.
Yeah, I picture him eating salad.
Caesar salad though. Why did I say Caesar salad?
Just because, what's going on with that? A little screensaver, bro?
Yeah, what?
I would say that just because I see him being like a healthy dude.
Me too.
On the course.
No way he eats like burgers and
He's
shit.
not
Nothing greasy.
That. I don't see that.
Caesar salad with mad croutons.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that. I was gonna say a fruit also.
Yeah, I mean fruits are easy
because him tossing a banana real quick.
Elon Musk.
That dude eats nothing but rice, boy.
Rice is really good. White rice?
Yeah, strictly.
With like some black pepper in it?
Yeah, I can see him being real strict with his diet.
That's good. I thought so too, but so my original answer wasn't a food. It was kiwi water. Like water with kiwi. But I was like, I need a food for this brother. So I gave him a veggie burger. That was my thought. But I definitely think that the rice is really good though. He totally looks like he's eating rice.
He just like has a bowl of rice in his hands, like talking to people
with in a Tupperware.
Yeah,
one of those, and he's like got like
eating chops with chopsticks
with a blue lid, but no one knows what the lid is. It's just like he's just eating it with chopsticks and shit,
scooping it up.
Maybe like a really big spoon.
Yeah, not even like huge spoon, taking fat mouths,
and he's just talking with rice in his mouth. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I see that strict diet with him, even though he's not in shape or.
No, I just think
very weirdly shaped man.
Yeah, honestly. He looks like if I like filled.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, if you like squeezed your water
bottle. Have you seen that picture of him with that yacht? Yeah. His body's like.
He's got a barrel.
Box.
He's got a barrel for sure.
A barrel?
A barrel. It looks like he swallowed a straight wooden barrel from like Donkey Kong.
It's messed up.
It's true. Alright, do you got some guys?
Some
people you want to throw at me?
Yeah. Jack Black.
What is Jack Black eating? Ooh. I gotta see him doing it.
When I think of Jack Black, I think of Asians.
That's what I think of that because Kung Fu Panda.
Because of Kung Fu Panda.
I was thinking
I
like
him eating like sushi or something and dumplings.
Yeah. That was my first thought.
Only because of Kung Fu Panda.
I fought through that first thought and I instantly got the pepperoni pizza. But
I bet he eats that more than like dumplings.
Yeah, I can just see him going like you know, like from the top. Like he probably holds it up here and it's like
yeah. Yeah, like, singing as it comes down. What's the guy? Jeff
Goldblum.
Yeah.
The guy's like,
I think of that guy.
And we're gonna get going here.
What's that guy eating?
Oh. Nah, I'd say, fuck. What would this brother eat? Jeff.
He's a very strange person. That's why.
He is. He's really.
I don't even see him eating.
I think that's a good point. I'm having a hard time seeing him
doesn't even eat.
I'm thinking.
He's like strictly water.
Carrots and hummus.
Yeah.
Hummus.
I see that.
A lot of hummus.
I see him being
a dip guy.
Yeah, like a dude that only eats like little things that like come on little plates.
Yes.
At like parties.
He don't eat
only
meals.
eating the appetizers.
Yeah, he's skinny too. He's like really like dainty and skinny.
Party starts.
Yeah, like maybe like like what is it? Cocktail wiener dogs.
Yeah, like little.
He'll have one.
Fingers.
He'll have one. You know, that's it. And then carrots,
little hottie boobs. Stuff.
Tzatziki, like tzatziki, that shit.
Little.
Yeah.
Little. I'm like hearing in my mind him saying everything we're saying.
Yeah, do you have hummus? Like it's like that.
Little carrots.
What do you think? Is that what you're thinking too? Just dips and stuff like that?
I thought
celery.
Dude's a crazy guy. I can't see him getting messy with a meal.
No way.
He's too clean. I can't get nothing on that turtleneck he's got on.
He can't even get anything on his bottom lip. I'd rather put it straight in his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a tough guy. Should have thought of an answer before I asked you.
You're like Jeff Goldblum. That's a good question. You gotta ask yourself.
Taylor Swift.
Ooh, that bitch. What would Taylor Swift be eating? What do I see Taylor eating? If you have an answer, please. Please, you know.
Oh, she's from... She's Southern?
Tennessee. She's Southern, right? She's a country.
She must be. She used to be country. I don't know if she does now. What even is that now?
It's like
Is that
folk.
even country?
She went from like country to pop folk.
Yeah, I don't even know. But I also don't know the hype about her. I don't understand.
Honestly, the last few albums I actually enjoyed.
Like I get she makes good music, but like, why are people paying so much money for her concerts? Like crying when they're there.
Crying the whole time, actually.
How?
Hey, it's our sisters, bro.
Yeah, but how?
It's
I
our
don't
sisters.
get it.
She just says like
And
very
is she
obvious
hitting
things.
them that hard, deep in them? That
I
they
don't think it's
start
deep. I
crying?
think it's a very superficial hit that she's hitting. It's just like people don't realize how superficial it is. It's just common experience. Like if a girl, they're like, she's speaking to me. I'm like, if you and 25 million other people are saying that, I don't think it's that specific of a message. It's more surface than you think it is, you know. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah, but I don't see the point of crying. that's what I'm getting at.
It's like
I get that she's a good singer and she can perform or whatever,
Mhm.
but
the tears.
I don't see myself crying from someone singing to me.
It's like
Unless it's like sad music.
yeah.
She's talking about like happy stuff.
Yeah, and there's like, oh my god.
Talking about like going out on the summer, like to like nice places and like out in the open fields at sunset. And they're, like,
I see her
crying.
eating a kebab. Meat, a lot of meats on a stick.
Yeah, meat
Just like-
with some peppers.
Look at her doing this. Ready? That's right. That's the one. That's it. Got it.
She was very. See, I don't see any of these people getting messy other than Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black just he'll like
Yeah.
lather the grease on him, then eat the
Yeah.
pizza. Or he'll put the dumplings like in a little pouch on the shirt. He'll chow like that.
I see her eating Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. That's pretty
In the
good.
morning.
In the morning. Yep.
She
On
has,
tour.
like, she has like that secret little like
Stash.
stash.
Bodyguard always
Doesn't
has two
want anyone-
Pop-Tarts.
Doesn't
on.
want anyone to know that she does it
Yeah.
because it's such a not good thing to have.
This is like it's a childlike thing to have.
My
for someone
boss,
that's a millionaire.
both the people I work with actually be eating Pop-Tarts every day at like 10 o'clock.
Really?
I'm like, what? He's
I
like,
guess-
yeah. He goes, yeah, I have a grape Pop-Tart. I'm like,
Grape.
grape. Out of all, yeah, good God.
Good.
Mother of God.
That's insane.
Yeah, I would never choose grape Pop-Tart ever.
Yeah.
It's like eating Jolly Ranchers for breakfast.
Yeah, it's just, you know,
I don't know if I can handle that. But yeah, anyways, Pop-Tarts for Taylor Swift.
pretty good. All right. Well, I think that's a good conclusion to our celebrities eating foods
Mhm.
segment. Hey, now we can get Rudy on it.
Good.
All right, so we had some technical difficulties, so we had to come back and say goodbye again. But how was your time on the podcast?
Great. That was good.
It's kind of a
Good
good thing
episode.
because now we got Rudy on.
Yeah, now we got Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy's the cutest dog in the world. Rudy, where you at, Rudy? Come here. Oh my God. Right on my Johnson?
Oh,
That's
boy.
sick. All right, so you enjoyed yourself? Good time?
Perfect.
Episode 100 in the books. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it.
That was good.
I appreciate the drive, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you.
Yeah.